Okay, a quick demo of the latest and last Hombre light, built by me, Goldbug Products. This is probably the 6th one of these I've made. Very unique. I'll show you some photos, some close-ups. Lots of silver work on it. Essentially, it's made to look like an Indian, a Native American guitar. You know, it could have been guitars in the 1890s. But the finish, the body, it basically is supposed to look like photos that I've seen of Native American rifle stocks, specifically 5650 Spencer carbines. A lot of those available in the late 1800s because they were issued as an army rifle before they started using the Winchesters. So a lot of them were available in the West, and lots of Native Americans ended up with them. The guitar is called the Hombre. That comes from the novel Hombre, written by Elmore Leonard. I'm not sure when he wrote it, late 50s, early 60s. And then it later on became one of the great Western movies called Hombre, starring Paul Newman. And Hombre was the name that he was called by in the movie. And he indeed carried a 5650, Spencer 5650 carbine. So that's why the guitar is called Hombre. Once again, I'll show you better pictures, but it's got a leather overlaid and embossed headstock that says Hombre. It's got lots of silver work done, custom designed, cast by me. It's got way cool solid sterling silver tuning machine housings and tuner knobs. It has a holster on the front that fits a replica, which I don't have here, but oh, here it is. It fits a replica of a currently made North American Arms 22 Derringer. This is not a real one. It's just a replica. But an actual North American Arms 22 Derringer will fit in this holster. It's got a custom-made beaded Indian medicine bag made for me by Mary Chi, who is a internationally known Native American bead artist. On the back, there is a compartment that you can hide the Derringer in with a magnetic latch, which is pretty cool. It has custom wound and custom designed pickups designed by me, which are called True Tap pickups. Unlike most humbuckers that are 4-wire humbuckers that you can, what they call coil tap or split coils. If you coil tap regular humbuckers or split coil regular humbuckers, all you're doing is turning off one of the coils to end up with a single coil sound. But when you do that, you lose 50% of the output because you're turning off half of the magnetic force. So what these do, which I designed 15 years ago or so, and licensed now to a couple of different guitar companies, when you switch from the humbucker configuration to the single coil configuration, you are indeed turning off one of the coils. But at the same time, internally, you're turning on extra windings on the coil that's left. So you end up with pretty much the same output, and it turns it into like a real single coil like you'd find on a Fender. For pickup aficionados, these pickups in humbucker configuration are basically PAFs, meaning that they're not high output. That was the whole reason I designed these pickups. I wanted to be able to switch to a single coil and not have to have a high output humbucker in order to have enough output when you switch to the single coil, if that makes sense. So these are PAF, basically 8K, bridge and neck. When you switch to the single coil, you're not turning off half and then ending up with 4K. You're turning off half, you're turning off one 4K coil, you're leaving on the other 4K coil, but you're also in the circuit, internally in the pickup, you're adding another 2.5K, so you end up with like 6.5K, which is close to a vintage Fender single coil. So, I'm not sure if you can hear it on the video or not, because the audio might not be that good on the recording, but here's that's a humbucker. Now I'm going to switch. I'm not going to change the volume. I'm going to switch to the single coil. You should get much more bite in the front, a little bit brighter sounding, but no loss in power. Humbucker, single coil. You get that nice attack that you don't get on humbuckers. Custom wound by me. The tuner or the volume and tone control knobs are 5650 brass casings. The switch is a 2520 Winchester casing. Holster, medicine bag. Like I said, I just got this running through an old Gibson amp. If I turn it up, it sounds great. That's humbucker. This is single coil. No loss in power, but that bite on the front. Once again, I'm not sure how good the sound is coming through, but that gives you the idea of what the guitar is supposed to be. Sterling silver inlays, abalone truss rod, like I said, solid sterling silver tuning machine housings and tuner knobs, solid sterling silver stop tailpiece designed by me. There it is. What can I say? What more can I say? Like I said, this is the last one because I know I do not have any more silver parts in stock. And the company that cast these parts for me is still in business, but they no longer do silver work or lost wax casting, jewelry type casting. So I don't have a source for these parts anymore, so this is probably the last one.